Hello, everyone. Good evening from here. I'm currently in Lagos, Nigeria. So, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, and welcome to these IX stages. So, I'll be your host today and the moderator, rather. Yeah. So, we'll be talking basically on the power of copywriting in businesses. Because one thing we all should know is that like they do say that the way you present yourself is the way you'll be addressed. So there are actually some key things that one needs to know in business, because as a businessman, definitely you want to succeed. That's the you can't just start something and you'll be expecting a failure. Though failure might comes in, but your major goal is to what? Is to succeed. So this evening here, we'll be diving into the world of copywriting. That is the power of copywriting in businesses. So please let me share my screen. Yeah, so like I said earlier, that we'll be diving straight into the power of copywriting in businesses. And today we'll be exploring the significant impact of copywriting in businesses. And also we'll be letting we'll be letting us know the world of copywriting and its effect on businesses. One thing that we should know is that copywriting plays a very crucial role in shaping a brand's image, driving sales, and engaging customers. Because, for example, let's say on a business website, for example, let's say you want to know how authentic or how legit a business is. The first thing you go is, let's go and check the about, their mission, the vision, who they are, who are those on the team, and what they stand for. Because it's actually the mission and the vision that will actually drives you to see if you want to like engage further with that company. So you need to understand the fact that copywriting plays a very crucial role in shaping a brand's image, driving sales, and engaging customers. So now let's dive into the world of copywriting and let's discover its effect on businesses. Okay, yeah. So now, what is copywriting? Basically, copywriting, from the word copy and writing, you know that it's a written content. So now, what does this content actually does? It's to what? Persuade, inform, and engage an audience. Like I said earlier, from the word copy and writing, copywriting is a written content meant to persuade, inform, and engage an audience. And this actually involves creating compelling headlines, persuasive product descriptions, captivating website copy, attention-grabbing advertisements, and more. Like I said earlier, that the ultimate goal of copywriting is to drive desired actions and what? That's like the main goal of what? Copywriting. Because its major mission is to what? Persuade, inform, and engage an audience. So it's just like, okay, let's say that copywriting's mission is to what? Persuade and engage an audience. And copywriting's vision is to what? Drive desire what? Actions and what? Conversions. So now I'll be moving into things that copywriting does to business. And the first on the list is what? Establishing brand identity. Like I mentioned earlier, that when you open any website for any company, any businesses, any SMEs, even Paraventure and NGO, the first thing that you would check is their about. That is, you want to know what they stand for, their mission, their vision. It's actually, you see if the mission or vision aligns with something you can actually work with, something you can align with. So now, establishing one thing that copywriting helps businesses to do is what? It helps businesses to establish a unique brand what? Identity. Because the content is meant to what? Persuade, inform, and what? Engage the audience. From this content are actually meant to communicate the business's values, personalities, and mission to its target audience. Some content has its own target audience, while others has is okay, like all content actually have target audience. So there are some contents that you write that are meant for, like, let's say 18 to 50, and even some from 15 to 60. That's why you see that some content they will tell you that what 18 plus, that is someone below 18 is not actually meant to what to view such content. And a well-written copy creates a strong brand image and foster what brand loyalty. Like I said earlier, that copywriting helps businesses to establish a unique brand identity. It's okay. For example, now let's say you're done with Hayek Global School, and someone beside you just say that, oh, some people are having Hayek stages workshop. The first thing that will come to your mind is what? That's Hayek Global College events, because that's one of the what brand identity of what Hayek Global College. That is Hayek Global College does what Hayek stages. Do you understand now? So copywriting helps businesses to what establish a very unique identity. Another one is building trust and credibility. Building trust and credibility. You know, one thing content does is that, okay, for example, let's say you are putting on a very good shirt and a trouser with a very good shoe, and the way and there is another person that is coming up with a short and a round neck. You know, the way people will approach you will be different with the way people will approach the person that is well kitted. So quality copy instills trust and credibility in the minds of customers. They will be like, oh, I can actually work with these people, compare with the other businesses, because they see how you've been able to present yourself to them. And this will actually does what? Instill what? Trust and credibility what? Customer. Also, one thing that copywriting also does is let's say you are communicating with someone now and you guys are having a very good conversation. Let's say, for example, a marketer is communicating with you. You know, it actually depends on the way that person actually communicates with you and the way the person has been able to like instill trust in you, that would actually that will actually instigate your morale to see if you want to continue with such person or you want to like invest in such businesses. So one thing that copywriting does is that it builds confidence. It shows that the business understands what its customers needs. And also, if you're a business owner, one thing that would actually define you, that will actually make you stand out among testimonials. For example, at times, if I want to like download an app on Apple Store, Play Store, I would first actually like check the reviews. Okay, what do people say about this? What do people say about this app? Is it a very good app? Is it something I can actually like download and actually like have a very good result? So all these testimonials actually like they actually fuel some people's mindset about your business. Let's say overall you were given a review of 4.8 out of 5. People will actually buy. People actually go with your business than someone that has 1.0 or 2.0. So testimonials, case studies, and expertly crafted copy can position the business as an authority in its industry. Yeah. So one thing that copywriting does also is it drives sales and conversions. When your copywriting drives sales, then it converts sales into what? It converts sales back. It converts sales actually convert back as like income to your businesses. One thing you should know is that copywriting is a very, very powerful sales tool. And don't forget something, that when you are trying to like draft a copywriting, try and engage people via the idea of storytelling. Okay, as human being, we can spend 20 minutes to listen to a story, but when it is motivation, we might not be even spent like 20 seconds, or let's say a long, boring lecture. We don't have 20 seconds for it due to how our brain can actually assimilate. But if it's a story now, actually like, and like if it's a very captivating story, you might want to like know what the end of that story. So you have what a longer time span for storytelling than just normal talks. So while drafting a copy, make sure that you're able to what engage your audience via storytelling. Now, another thing is what that copywriting does is what it enhances customer engagement, because it's copywriting, it's actually the key thing that will spark their interest in the business. Like someone like me that my mission actually aligns with building and empowering people. If your mission doesn't actually like aligns with that, it won't really what it won't really like I will not really buy into it, because it does not actually what spark my interest. It's not something that aligns with my goals. It's not something that aligns with my calling. So now, like I mentioned here, that a well-crafted copy can captivate attention, tell compiling stories, and create emotional connections with the target audience. There is something they call emotional appeal. For example, if you are pitching your story now, let's say you have your copy now, and you are pitching your story. While pitching your story, while telling those stories, there must be an emotional appeal that will leave the audience to want to know what next, to want to know if they can actually engage with you. For example, let's say in a community, you want to like help the younger ones to, let's say okay, let's say a school or those children, like a very slum area here in Lagos, they call it Makoko. I don't know if anybody has heard about it before. They actually like there is water in between their classes. Many of them don't have chairs and tables that they sit down on. They sit down on the floor just to listen to what to class to the teacher and just to go to school. So let's say you want to like help them to get chair, and you're trying to pitch yourself to the investors. So after saying everything and all that, okay, this is what you want to do, and this is what you want to do, you can just give him an emotional appeal that with this, heal the world and make it a better place. Because that's an emotional appeal. So the investor will know that okay, I'm actually what I'm investing in, you guys are actually doing what? Healing the world and making it a better place. So while creating your story, make sure that inside your copy, there is what emotional appeal that will connect with your target audience. And one thing, after if your copywriting should enhances your customer engagement, your customers are most likely to what? To stay loyal, refer others, and become brand advocates. In this world that we hear, word of mouth actually sells better than adverts at times. Because, for example, if well like this, let's say I help Andre to like sort out something, and you are Andre's friend, and you need something like that, you'll be like, oh, I have a friend that actually sorts this thing for me. His name is Dotun. I could actually like refer you to him, and he will get it sorted for you. So engaged customers are most likely to do what? To stay loyal, they will refer others, and they will become become your brand advocate. So now, optimizing for SEO. This is a very vital tool in business. SEO is a very, very vital tool in business. So one thing that copywriting does is that it actually plays a very, very vital role in search engine optimization. I'm sure we are all aware of like SEO. Everyone of us know what SEO means. So now, a well-optimized copy with relevant keywords improves your ability in search engine results. Because if you create a very good copy and your customers actually like engage with it very well, you have a very good views that it drives traffic to your site. When people type such content on Google, like okay, I need a copy for so thing, it's actually it's naturally it will actually bring out your own copy, because through your well-crafted copy, it will improve your website visibility in search engine results. And as copywriters, you must balance the need for SEO with engaging and valuable content to attract both search engines and human readers. Now, adapting to different channels. One thing that copywriting, like I said earlier, that the major aim of copywriting is to drive sales and conversions, and its mission is to what? Persuade and inform and engage your audience. So now, but there are copywriting for different channels. The copywriting that you use for your website might not be the one you use for your social media. The copywriting that you use for Facebook might not be the one you use for what? Twitter. The copywriting you use for Twitter might not be the one you use for LinkedIn. And the copywriting you use for LinkedIn might not be the one you use for TikTok. So there are copywriting for different channels and platforms. So one thing that you should understand first is that you need to understand your audience. What do my audience want? What do my audience need? So now you need to make sure that your copy suits the channels and its maximum impact and audience reach. For example, the way you love to like have a very good pictures on Instagram might be different from the way you want to have good pictures on LinkedIn, because you know that like pictures attract people on Instagram than on LinkedIn. So you need to like know that there are different content for different channels. So your copy must be able to like adapt to different channels and platforms. Next slide. So now, okay. So for my conclusion, we need to understand that copywriting is an essential element of a very successful business communications. And one thing that it also does is that, like I said earlier, that it shapes brand identity, it builds trust, it drives sales, it enhances customer engagement, and it optimizes what? Online visibilities. And by investing in skilled copywriters and also understanding the power of persuasive language, your businesses can unlock immense potential for growth and what? And success. So thank you so much. Do we have any question before we move to exercise, please?
I have a question, like a free question. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
My friend, I was wondering. Of course, this is a very up to date topic. But I was wondering, do you think that politics influence copywriting, and if it does, to how much does it influence copywriting politics today? Because we see nowadays many companies around the world, they are relying on some, I don't know, some copywriting. I wouldn't say techniques, but they are kind of failing. I was just wondering about this. So what do you think about this, Mr. Dotun?
Sorry, Andre, if I could get you right, you mean like politics of copywriting, or what do you mean that does copywriting influences politics?
Yeah, politics. How much politics it does influence copywriting? In nowadays businesses. If it influences, that's my question. I don't know if it does. I see companies around the world with copywriting techniques that they are not. I don't know how to explain that. It's just the relationship between politics and copywriting. Do you think there is?
Yes, yes. So one thing that we need to understand is that politics has a very significant influence on copywriting, particularly in certain contexts. Let me mention something. I think June 2021, was it June? Or our former President Muhammadu Buhari, was banned from Twitter. Yeah, because he wrote something on Twitter and it actually violates. It's a violent word that was violates the rules and regulation of Twitter, and because of that, the president banned Twitter for 7 months in Nigeria. We could not access Twitter for 7 good months. The only way we could access Twitter is via VPN. You change your location that you're not in Nigeria, and you're able to like access Twitter. So politics actually has a very way at which it influences copywriting. For example, the tone and messaging, the values, the sensitivities can shape the tone and the message that you will use in copywriting. Also, the social and cultural issues is we need to like understand how we need to understand the society that we are in before you can just say any word. I think there was a time someone said something about our former president's wives on Twitter. I think 3 days he was arrested. So politics has like it actually influences copywriting a lot. I don't know, is it North Korea or so? They don't have access to Twitter in North Korea, I guess. So politics is a very has a very strong influence on copywriting, and that's why you see that some countries like Africa, like some countries in my own continent in Africa, they want to like regulate social media due to the content and copies on social media. So politics it's a very strong has a very strong influence on copywriting. So like they do say that when you are in Rome, you behave like a Roman. So you need to like just like look at the environment that you are and be able to like know the kind of copy and content that you can use in such an environment. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dotun. That was my my doubt. Guys, if you have any questions, Mr. Dotun, he opened for questions.
Yes, I have a question. All right. Good evening, Mr. Dotun. Thank you very much for this eye-opening section. My question goes thus. You made mention of like we have a different message for different channels. I mean, social media channels, the Instagram, the Twitter, Facebook. Yeah, you made mention of you make reference to Instagram and LinkedIn. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, Instagram is known for pictures, while LinkedIn, we have more content on LinkedIn and the likes. So how can we, as a copywriter, promote our brand identity through each of these channels because they have different audience? Do you get the point?
Okay, like how can is it like a brand, or how can you as a copywriter promote your identity?
Okay, how can we use copywriting to promote our brand on different channels because they have different audience?
On social media, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So thank you for that question. You know, for example, let's say okay, you know the way we post on Instagram, we can't post like that on LinkedIn. I'm sure you can agree with me on that, right?
Sure.
Okay, great. And the way you can actually like create a video on TikTok, you can actually like do that on Facebook, right? So
yes,
first and foremost, you need to create your niche. Do you understand? Your niche. What on each social media platform, what do I want to be remembered for? What do I want people to know me for? So you need to understand your brand as well, because this will actually helps you to do what? To align with the goals and resonate with your target audience. Do you understand? So it will actually help you to do what? To align and resonate with your target audience. So you need to understand your brand. You need to create your niche. And one thing that you should know is that you must maintain you must maintain the same tone and voice on each of those platforms. Let's say on LinkedIn now, you do post about growth. So people know you as a growth expert. You need to be very consistent with it. Okay, I don't know if you know Seth Godin. Do you know Seth Godin, sir?
Not at all.
Okay, so he is known, he's a sales marketer. Let me call it like that. He's a sales copywriter, say, like everything is into marketing. So we all know him for that. Like, okay, he is into what? He's into that. Everybody knows that John C. Maxwell is all about what? Leadership. So if you need some content on leadership and know like probably some insight on leadership, you can easily just do what? Check John C. Maxwell. And if you need some copywritings on insight and marketing, you can easily do what? Reach out to what? Check what? Seth Godin. Do you understand now? So you need to be consistent with your tone and voice. Let people know that, okay, oh, Mr. Timothy is here, our growth expert is here. So if they need anything on growth, they come to you. You need to develop a strategy. You need to develop a strategy. You have to be strategic in the way you engage your audience. You have to be very, very strategic. If you are very good in telling stories, be a storyteller in that aspect. Tell stories, share, highlight your brand's values. You use visuals and multimedia. For example, now you can use infographics. If that's actually the better way for you to reach your audience. And also monitor and analyze your social media. On Instagram, you can see insights. It will show you your performance. And even on LinkedIn, most of these social media, they will show you your performance, how people are performing, how people are. From there, you know that, like, okay, my people want this, my people want that, my people don't want this, and my people don't want that. You need to understand your audience, because it is your audience needs is your own priority, and that actually leads to what you would do, what you would dish out to them. Do you understand, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much. I got it.
All right, thank you. Any other questions before we move to the examples of copywriting? Okay, so let's move into some examples of copywriting.
So, I want to ask Dotun if in nowadays we got the AI making some copywriting work and working with kind of text. I just want to know what Mr. Dotun think and what he expect about the copyright world for the future, and with this new tool that we got. Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
I don't know, Lucas, can you please probably type? I didn't get you very well.
He asked about the new tools, the AI tools like ChatGPT. What's the future of copywriting related to this? That's his question.
Okay, so basically, AI will always be AI. AI is not you. So one thing that all these AI tools are meant for, okay, for example, they can guide you. For example, now, aside if I'm a creative writer. I write, I write plays and I write prose as well. So now AI cannot perform what you actually want the AI to perform. AI does not understand the social and cultural issues that are happening in your country. AI is not feeling the pain. AI is not human. So AI can only guide you. Let's say like you need to make some research about, okay, I'm trying to write a story on the economic the influence of AFCTA in Africa. Can you list out some content and areas at which I can start from? So all these AI, all these tools are just meant to like guide you, for you to like perform what you want to do very well. So they are meant to ease your stress. They are not meant to do the whole work for you. For example, now if I want to compose a poem now, I can't ask AI to compose a poem for me, because AI cannot express my feelings. So the role of these tools, of these AI tools, is just to guide and not to do it's just to guide and ease your stress. They're not meant to like do the whole function for you, because nobody can be, even as human beings, I cannot be you, Andre cannot be me, I cannot be Andre. So that's just it.
Thank you, Mr. Dotun.
Sorry, thank you so much. Yeah, so any other question before we move to the examples? And I don't know, Andre, is that possible we can have a breakout room? Is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay, all right. Let me share my slide again. A few minutes, please. Okay, yeah. So I've So we have some copy here, and I would like try to explain them and read it out to us. And so I would like to see our reactions, like if they actually generate, create emotional appeal. So, for example, now the advertising copy. This is actually for a spa. It's for all these spa and the lights, just for you guys to relax and enjoy yourself in a resort. So now they said, experience the ultimate luxury with our 5-star resorts. Indulge in exquisite dining. Relax in our spa oasis and enjoy breathtaking ocean views. Book your unforgettable getaway today. Can I have some reactions? Like, what does the copy actually persuade and engage, like attract you?
Luxury, I would say.
Okay. And like, okay, for example, like this copy has actually like, okay, they do call something economize of words. For example, if you have a long note and you want to like economize it and you want people to like still get the same message. So now this copy has actually comprises of everything you need to know about that resort. So they have actually like explained to you that, okay, it's a 5-star resort. They have exquisite dining. They have spa. From you would enjoy a breathtaking ocean views, and they're saying that it's actually home away from home. So it's actually like what encompasses what everything that you need to know. It's actually what communicated everything about the resort to you. Now we have another one here. Product description. Let's say the name of the phone I just invented is XYZ Pro. Now we want to like introduce to the audience. The first thing is what? Okay, now I say introducing our new smartphone, the XYZ Pro, with its sleek design, advanced technology, and lightning fast performance. It's the perfect companion for capturing and sharing your life's most memorable moment. Telling you that this phone can actually does what it's a means for you to share, to capture and share your life's most memorable moment. That's like an emotional appeal to you. Because now from the copy now, they've actually explained to you that it has a very sleek design. Okay, let me use this phone as an example. Let's say this is a phone now. And you see now, it's very sleek. It has a very sleek design. And it has advanced camera technology. It has 3 cameras. And it's very fast. Like the lightning is very, very fast. And this is your best companion to capture and your life most memorable. So can you see that this has actually done what? Done the whole function of what the phone is all about. And why do you want them to know that it has a sleek design, it has advanced camera technology, and it has a lightning fast performance? Because those are the things that people need to know about phone. There was a time back then that you want to buy phone now, you'll be like, say, let me test the camera quality. I want to see the camera quality, because you want to have a phone that can actually take a very good picture. Most of that we do is that we check the camera quality and even the battery. So now we can say the only thing missing here is the battery health. You want to take the test the camera quality and also battery health. So in essence, what copy does is to do what drives sales and conversions. And its mission, like I mentioned earlier, is to what? Persuade, inform, and engage your audience. That's the mission of copywriting. And its vision is to what? Drive sales and conversions. So thank you so much. We'll be moving to breakout room now. So what we'll be doing at the breakout room session is just to like create a copy. Just create a copy. You can have a product description, social media post, or an email marketing copy. But before that, I don't know if anybody has a question before we go for breakout room session. So it's just going to be like a 10-minute session, please. Because we are almost out of time.
It's because we have actually only 7 minutes. I don't think we will have time for the breakout rooms. So if you want to ask people to put their suggestions in the chat, you know.
Okay, no problem. So I think that was so probably can we just create some copies and let's like take one or two and probably see how we can improve better. And if there's any question, you can ask now. Any reaction? Any question? Any reaction?
Question, guys. Do you have? I have one last question. One last question, Mr. Dotun. Do you think that the cultural aspect, the difference, because we were talking about global businesses in this case, do you think the cultural aspect would be something like an advantage, or it's a barrier, or both, depending on the knowledge of the person? What's your opinion on that?
If I should get you very well, you are saying that would cultural differences be an advantage, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. The cultural differences, would they be a barrier
exactly.
or?
Yeah, exactly. Because we need to understand that first thing that we need to know is that you must tolerate your audience of different cultural backgrounds. And the way you connect with your audience in your country will be different from the way you connect with your audience outside the country. So that's why it's always good to understand your audience. Okay, for example, now if I want to post a general copy, a general copy like that goes with anybody in the world, like okay, I know that this copy goes for anybody in the world, and this other copy is meant for some certain people. Let's say the people in Nigeria, the people in Africa, and this for people in America. For example, now you cannot come here and tell me that okay, so today we'll be talking about the public policy in America. I cannot relate because I'm not from America. I'm from Africa. So now if you are dealing with public policy in Africa, yes, I'll be so eager to listen. So you need to understand your audience and know what they want. Not all copies are meant for everybody. They have their own values and beliefs. You need to take that into consideration as a copywriter. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Thank you, Mr. Dotun. Guys, do you have more questions?
Yeah, since people are conscious of time, I guess they have other engagements. So I don't know any reactions. Like probably you want to say something also. Monica, okay.
Mr.
Okay,
Dotun. Thumbs
yeah,
up.
I'm here. Thank you.
I would like to thank everyone who came here for this moment. Mr. Dot Fan is here talking about a subject that he loves, and it's I love too. I was running to getting here, but sorry I was late. And yeah, I was pretty excited to know your thoughts about this, because you are a writer, correct?
Yes, I am.
Yes, and it's super. It's a super intense topic. We use every day in Hayek. We use every day in our jobs, in our school. I use in my college too. And yeah, I just wanna thank you for these Hayek stages that it's happening right now. Thank everyone who came here. Yeah, that's it.
That's nice.
Thanks so much, Lucas. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend Monica, Visa, Mr. Lucas, Patricia. Okay, Mr. Dotun?
Yeah, Andrew.
That's nice, my
Right.
friends. So thank you very much. You see, at least to me, this is a very, I like this topic, especially because there are some differences, yeah? And I like to talk about those differences. I love this because we live in a global world, you know? So guys, thank you so much for being here. Visa, Monica, thank you so much. Patricia, Lucas, I hope you have
Everything
a
all right?
great.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm dying actually.
Sorry.
I need to drink tons of water here to survive. Every time.
Go get some water. We understood. Thank you, everybody. Congrats, Dotun. Have a good one.
Bye-bye,
Thank
guys.
you, guys.
All right,
Have a
now,
great
bye,
day.
guys.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
bye.